Hi, this will be a quick review of this GoPro dead cat. So I ride and commute on my motorcycle most days, and I record on my GoPro every ride, just in case I do something cool, but more so in case something happens, somebody cuts me off, whatever. I'll have a video recording of it for insurance, legal purposes, and so on and so forth. But I also like to explore and go cool places, and sometimes I post those videos. So I have in recent past, been mounting it on the side here, and that's worked great. Especially, my camera I have is the Hero 3 White, and when you're shooting in 720, it has a nice wide field of view, and so you get a bit of the side of the helmet. But I recently switched to 1080 because the quality is better, obviously, more detail, but it also has a narrower field of view, which was a surprise to me. So it doesn't catch any of the helmet. It also doesn't catch any of the handlebars, so you lose all context. So anyway, so I also have now just added a little J-hook to the front of my motorcycle helmet to have a chin mount for my GoPro, and this field of view is a lot better. But that's not what this review is about. The review is about this dead cat here, which is another name for a wind muff, and it's an adhesive wind muff that goes on the back of the GoPro case, the door, and it was pretty cheap on Amazon. The quality is okay. It's not great, and I also found it to be a bit of an issue sticking it to the door while still allowing for space for the latch. So finding the right balance between sticking it on the door and still allowing this latch to work took a few tries. But here I'm going to show you some sample footage. So this first sample will be side mounted without the wind muff, and you can hear the amount of wind noise from that. So now this next sample bit is still side mount, so same exact position, but with the wind muff on the back, and you'll be able to hear the difference in wind noise. So as you can hear, there is quite a bit less wind noise. There's still a lot of wind noise. The microphones for the GoPro camera are, if I'm not mistaken, on the top and or on the sides. Maybe there's two, I'm not exactly sure actually. But either way, it's not on the back. So this wind muff isn't directly over the microphones, and so there's still a lot of wind hitting the front of the case, and that's just going to create a lot of noise. But I think it did cut out a lot of wind noise and allows you to hear the road and the exhaust more. And anyway, so that was good. And this last example footage, which I think turned out the best, is actually when it's in this chin mount position, and I think it just gets less turbulence in this mode, and so it even cuts down a little bit more on the wind noise. So here's that example. So, what do I think? In conclusion, I think it's fine. I think if you are worried about wind noise and you're unable or unwilling to add an external microphone, so that's another option, right? So I could buy a skeleton case and run a microphone up under into my helmet, which would cut down the wind noise a lot, and then also allow me to talk more, I guess, while I'm riding. And maybe I'll do that in the future. Maybe not. But if you were worried about wind noise and you want to mount it, let's say, to the outside of the car or something like that, and aren't able or willing to run a external microphone, I think it's a great little upgrade. It's cheap enough. It's non-permanent, so it's easy to remove if you don't like it. It's just as adhesive. It is a bit imperfect in its size. As you can see, I have a bit of hanging over adhesive right here, if I can get it to focus. But otherwise, and it took me a few tries to get it to both stick to the top and still allow this clamp to work. But I'll be using it until I decide to run an in-helmet microphone, and so I think it's worth it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thanks.